Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been missing for a hot minute, but 2017 has definitely kicked me in the bootay. Like, time is just flying. I cannot believe it's going to be March in like a week. It's crazy. Well, when I'm recording this, it's going to be in a week. Depending when I get it up, it might already be March, knowing how my schedule's been going. Anyway, today I was inspired by a few other makeup artists, gurus, whatever you like to call them. I know the one is named Kimberly Gar something. I'm gonna butcher her name. All their details will be in the below description box, the two that have inspired me today. All credit to them. I wanted to do a beautiful, bright look. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in a rut with our naturals and neutrals and winged liners and all this other stuff. So I really today wanted to just go out of my comfort zone and really try and do something bright and beautiful for you. I know in the past I have done, I think, one bright look, maybe two. But I'm really gonna try today to make it even more so fun and something different. I really hope you guys like it. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So as usual guys, we're going to start off with priming our face. You can prime with whatever primer you have. If you have a primer, if you don't have a primer, that's also okay. Just make sure your skin is all nicely moisturized before you apply your foundation. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my color correcting with my Catrice color correcting palette. The pinky orangey color you put in the corner of the eyes to cover up any dark circles, and green is for any redness. You can skip this step guys again if you like. If you don't have it, this is what I just like to do. And then as usual, I'm going to have to mix my foundations today to get my perfect preferred color. Whatever foundation you have, you don't have to use what I use guys. You must just use whatever you have as long as you have your foundation that matches your neck. And then I'm just going to dab this all over my face with my ring finger, and then I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender just to press it into the skin. After we finish with our foundation, we're going to conceal. Any concealer, again, whatever you've got guys. You do not have to use the products that I use. You can use whatever you like. Putting this on the back of my hand because it is in a tube, and using my ring finger, I'm just going to be dabbing this under my eye, putting some on my chin, above my cupid's bow, on my forehead and my nose, just to balance out the color on my face as well. Then taking my damp beauty blender again, I'm going to be pressing this into the skin, under the eyes. Remember guys, be gentle, don't pull and tug your skin. And then I will be setting it with one of my favorite translucent powders. You can use whatever translucent powder you have. I always do recommend setting the under eye so it doesn't slip and slide during the day, and obviously wherever you've placed your concealer. Then today I went in with the Catrice contour palette. I actually hadn't used it before, so I thought why not, let's give it a go. It was nice. I did struggle, as you'll see here, applying it with a brush. It actually didn't come, the product didn't come off onto the brush as much as I felt it should have. But I guess it actually in hindsight was such a good thing, because you didn't like slap it on too much and then you were stuck with this hectic contour. So I ended up using my ring finger, which actually gave me a beautiful sort of natural contour, if that makes any sense. I don't know how natural a contour can look. But yeah, so I ended up just using my ring finger and then just placing it with the brush on my forehead and then just a little bit under my lip to give me that fuller look. And yeah, I must say, when I started it was a little bit trying, but then I finally got there with, you know, how to apply it to the skin. It is very light, which is nice. Like I said, you're not going to get a heavy hand straight away, and you can actually build up the intensity of your contour with this product. Then to set the rest of the face, you can take any face powder you have. This is a new brush that I actually got. I was really impressed with it. It's a Sigma buffing brush, but you can use any big face fluffy brush that you have, and just use circular motions just to set the rest of your foundation. Now we're doing things a little bit backwards today. I'm going to now put my bronzer on because I did contour, so I just want to intensify that look on my face. So when I do come to do my eyes and that, I can sort of almost match it, if that makes sense. So I can match the intensity, you know, to how bronzed my face is. Like I really wanted like a very bold look. And then to start off this eye look, we're going to be taking any white eyeliner pencil you've got, as long as it's white. And you're going to put this, as you can see I'm doing here, onto the lid of your eye. Like really, just the lid. Like up to the crease, not beyond that. And you're just going to try and put it on. I know I'm putting my eye here a bit. We shouldn't be doing that. But anyway. And yep, so you're going to apply it to both sides of the eye. And then you're going to be taking any flat brush. And we're going to be starting with this beautiful aqua bright blue. And you're actually going to see that by doing this white on the eye first, it actually brings out the intensity of the color even more. Like as you'll see, I'll pack it on, it just really intensifies the color when you're using bright colors. This is quite a nice little trick that I've seen YouTubers and influencers and all that, and even makeup artists do before. So yeah, so take your bright blue eyeshadow, whatever brand you've got, it doesn't matter. And then taking a fluffy brush, you're going to go backwards and forwards with your windshield wiper motions, now blending it out to get rid of any harsh lines. Remember, we always put on eyeshadow and then blend it out just so after every step, so we're not left with any harsh lines at any point in our look. And what I've started doing is sort of blowing out the color onto the side of my eye. Like you'll see, I'll start to sort of doing circular motions to really buff it out. Because I really, like I said, guys, this is going to be a very out there look. So just bear with me. No, it's going to look a bit crazy for a minute. And I'm actually going to start sort of buffing it and blending it out towards my temple. Just so we get that beautiful, like blown out look is the only word I can really think of. And then I'm going in with this beautiful lime green, and I'm going to put this into the crease of my eye with a flat synthetic brush. And again, windshield wiper motions, just going backwards and forwards to define that crease. And then following where I've blown out that blue on top, I'm going to follow out with the green. And also try and blend those two colors together to start mixing them, and then so we can get that beautiful rainbow mermaid look going on that we're trying to go for. And then obviously pulling that blue then under the eyelash line, your lower lash line, sorry. We're going to start doing that, and then connecting it again to where we've blown out the blue to the sides of our temples. Then taking a smaller fluffy brush, we're just going to blend that out or buff that out under the eye so it's nice and soft. Again, no harsh lines, guys. We don't want it to look hard in this look. We want it to look soft and pastel almost, and nice. So the colors can really sort of shine through, I guess. And then adding green on the top and then your blue on the bottom. So on where I've gone on the top of the green, I'm going to carry that on up around sort of my temple onto almost on top of my eyebrow. And then on the bottom, I'm just going to pack some more blue, blend it out, buff it out. You'll see circular motions. This is a back and forth process until you get the intensity of the color that you want. Then taking a brush that has a pointed tip, I'm going to be going in with this sort of darker emerald green because there was no definition in my crease. You couldn't really see where my crease was in my eyes, so my eyes kind of looked like all one, if that makes any sense. There was no definition. So just taking that darker green and just going back and forth just in the crease area and a little bit in the corner there just to give it some definition. Now, shock and horror, guys, I am changing how I do my eyebrows. I know this is a big thing because I really felt like my eyebrows needed to be more defined because how bright this look was. So I took an eyebrow pencil, any eyebrow pencil, and then I would just draw a line on the underneath and then take my eyebrow brush, my angled brush, and as you can see, I would just sort of start to diffuse it or start to like move the color around. So I just put the line basically on the bottom. I put like a little bit of the pencil, take the brush, blend it out or make the little lines, and just so it didn't look so like harsh and crazy, but still a very defined eyebrow, if that makes any sense. I do also at the end, after I've done it on both sides, I do take my brow gel that I normally use just to set the eyebrow hairs as usual. Now we're going to define the under of the eyebrow. I'm going to go in with this white shadow here that's in the palette that I'm using. And just also a flat synthetic brush, taking a little bit and then just starting in the inner corner and sort of beginning to diffuse it out. So you want the majority of the color in the inner side and then for it to lightly fade out. And then we're going to go in for the winged liner. I'm using my Ride or Die liquid liner that I love to use, and I really wanted a dramatic wing because obviously it's a dramatic look, like I've been saying the whole video. I feel like I've repeated myself. So doing a very long, thick wing today. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You could totally just do a thick line just on the top of your eye and leave it at that if you don't want to try the wing, or give the wing a bash, whatever you feel comfortable with, guys. Now taking any black eye curl pencil, you're just going to fill in your bottom lash line, and then we are going to smudge this a little bit just to make it blend in with the bottom color and also to give it that smoky blown out look like the whole look is going for. As I said, you can use any eye curl pencil you want, and as long as you use a flat definer brush just to buff it out a little bit. Once you're finished with that, just coat your lashes with mascara. You don't really have to worry about what kind of mascara. We are going to be putting some falsies on, some very fun falsies. Or you could curl your lashes and put loads of mascara on if you've got beautiful long lashes. Unfortunately, I was not blessed with these. But as I said, I also want to put some fun lashes on, as you will see. These are quite different. They've got feathers on the end, and I thought it would just look so cool with this sort of look. Kind of like jungly, mermaidy, I don't know. I just thought it was loads of fun. Next for blush, I'm going to be taking this beautiful corally bright pink color, and I'm going to be placing it on the apples of my cheeks, sweeping it and blending it in, and then up towards the temple to carry on with that beautiful blown out elongated look, again, that we are going for. For a look like this, lovelies, you know we got to be intense with our highlighter. So I'm taking this frosty white color, placing it in the corners of my eyes to open them a bit more and to also make it pop. And then I will be placing this on my cheekbones, on my forehead, on my chin, on the end of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Did I say that? I think I did already. But yeah, just placing this all over the high points of my face. Then for lipstick, I chose a nice bright fuchsia pink color. Any lipstick you want, guys. Again, doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you like with this look. And then I covered it with a beautiful gloss to match as well. So here is the final look, lovelies. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So there you have it, lovelies. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is very out there. All the way eyeshadow on the side of the face, bright pink cheeks, bright lip. You could even do a nude lip with this if you want more emphasis on the eyes. Or, you know what, actually I think you could wear any lipstick color with this look. Purple, blue, whatever you want. Literally red would even look stunning with this, with the blues and the greens. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao, guys.